Tonight, a truck mishap leaves businesses without power just when they needed it most. Solemn Remembrance Day scenes as the region pauses to honour those who fell. ACCA away, the outspoken North Albury coach bound for the Bombers.
And it'll remain unsettled tomorrow, but will the sunshine return in time for the weekend? Details shortly.
This is Prime7 News at 6 with Freya Cole.
Good evening. Wodonga's CBD was blacked out this morning when power was cut for the second time in a week. It was caused by a prime mover backing into an electrical substation, leaving workers red-faced.
The blackout couldn't have come at a worse time when businesses most needed their power to get set up for the day. Just after 7:30, they went to switch on and nothing.
Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the torching of a car found in Alexandra Street, Albury, this morning. The SUV was discovered just outside the back entrance to Harvey Norman. It's believed to be the same car Wodonga police pursued for a short distance yesterday afternoon. Highway patrol officers allege the driver was speeding on the Hume Freeway. Charges are expected to be laid. Indigo Creek Road was closed near Barnawatha today after hundreds of litres of glycerol spilled onto the road. It's believed the watery chemical began to ooze out of the back of a truck at around midday, covering the entire left-hand lane. The chemical is a sugar alcohol and is often used in medicine. Although it's not dangerous or toxic, police closed the road to allow hazmat crews to clean it up. Remembrance Day commemorations have been held across the region 97 years after the end of World War I. On the border, more than 200 people gathered at St Matthew's Church to remember those who lost their lives for their country. A quick weather check now with Madeleine Collion. And Maddie, there seems to be some change coming through.
Thanks, Freya. Just after 3 p.m. this afternoon, we did start to see some of that rain rolling into our region. In fact, there's still a severe weather warning in place for heavy rain as we move through tonight and tomorrow, so please do take care. Zooming in now and taking a look at what happened with temperatures for the middle of the working week, and it was a little cooler than yesterday. Yarrawonga yesterday, 33 today, down to 29. Gee, it was a warm night last night. Albury Wodonga only dropping down to 18 degrees overnight, with a top of 28 degrees today. Bright, 27, and Falls Creek, 12 degrees after a low of 7 degrees last night. No change to the dam levels today. Can we expect overnight lows to cool down, and just how much rain are we expecting over the next couple of days? Stick around, your forecast is coming up after sport, Freya.
Thanks, Maddie. Also coming up in the local news, a local campaign for needy families goes national, and how to make it a Merry Christmas for all. A woman who was bashed during a violent home invasion in January broke down in the dock today as she was giving evidence against her alleged attacker. Kellyanne Walsh denies hitting the victim with a hammer and threatening to hurt her children after breaking in to steal OxyContin with a co-accused back in January.
The victim attended the county court this morning to speak out against her alleged attacker, Kellyanne Walsh. It's alleged Walsh was wearing a balaclava when she and her male co-accused entered the Emerald Avenue home at around 4:30 in the morning on January 15.
Our politicians in Canberra are often criticised for being out of touch with the land, and many pollies agree. That's why they organised a farmers' market where produce from your area made the trip to Capitol Hill. Uniting Care has launched its Christmas appeal to help hundreds of families put presents under the tree this year. 1 in 12 families use a charity for essentials on a weekly basis, and most can't afford to buy presents for their children.
You can donate a gift or gift voucher at Target Wodonga or at Uniting Care. Helen Ballard, Prime7 News.
Sports next as Jason Ackermanis pulls up stumps for a move to the Bombers, and fast and furious tough competitors on a roll. Jason Ackermanis seems likely to join Essendon in a coaching development role next season. If he gets a job, the Hoppers coach will leave North Albury just weeks out from the start of their pre-season. Fast, furious and ferocious. Roller derby is a sport that's on the rise in our region. Local teams are getting in some practice before the finals of the statewide Stampede tournament. And that's all in sport for now. Ahead, a chance of showers. Maddie has the forecast in just a moment.
Hello once again, Madeleine Collignon with you. Now there is currently a severe weather warning in place for heavy rain and the chance of flash flooding as we head through the next 24 hours. And it's all thanks to a couple of troughs that are pushing across Victoria and New South Wales as we speak. Now between now and this time tomorrow, we could see up to 40 millimetres of rain in most centres. Keeping in mind the average monthly rainfall for November in Yarrawonga is 45 millimetres. So far this month in Yarrawonga, they've already recorded 63 millimetres of rain. Albury, Wodonga cooling down to 25 degrees tomorrow, Wangaratta 25, and over in Shepparton 27 degrees. We could see some thunderstorm activity tonight and tomorrow as well. Now what you're looking at here is the predicted rainfall over the next 4 days, and as you can see, eastern parts of Victoria are expecting to see quite a bit of wet weather. Taking a look now at the forecast as we head into Friday. Albury, Wodonga warming up that little bit once again to 27 degrees, which is slightly warmer than average for November. Top of 26 degrees on the way for Yarrawonga, 24 degrees in Shepparton and 25 in Benalla. Now the chance of rain on Thursday drops Friday drops right off. We're only expecting to see between 1 and 5 millimetres of rain. Heading into Saturday now, and for the weekend it should be just divine. Clear sunny skies are expected on Saturday in Shepparton and Benalla, although temperatures remaining that little bit cooler. Albury, Wodonga mostly fine at 26. Sunrise tomorrow morning is just before 6, and quickly now to the forecast for Sunday. Looking good once again. Freya?
Thanks, Maddie. And before we finish up, our very own city of Wodonga has scored a cameo appearance alongside the world's most famous cartoon family. In Friends with Benefits, the latest episode of The Simpsons to hit screens in the US, Lisa is given exclusive access to a chart-topping Australian boy band, and the creators seemed intrigued by Wodonga, naming one of the members after the city.
That's them! The band!
Hi, I'm Bindi, and this is Boz, Macquarie and Wodonga.
Wodonga!
Local leaders say it's great to receive global recognition.
I think it's great. We're becoming world-renowned. Couldn't happen to a better city. And look forward to seeing the actual episode itself.
The episode will air in Australia later this year. And that's all we have time for in the local news tonight. You can join the debate on tonight's stories on Facebook. If you search YouTube for Prime7 News Border, you can see tonight's bulletin in full. And don't forget to subscribe for updates. Thanks for your company tonight. Coming up next, 7 News from Melbourne.